you've all got your Valentine stuff done. Listen, I'm a firm believer in Valentine, and you, there's only so many, we all get wrapped up in. And I'm a firm believer in Father's Day and Mother's Day and stuff like that, because I think we should take time away from the norm and appreciate the people we have in our life. And you could argue that you do that every day, but for me these days are sort of more important than Christmas and New Year, because you get to express what they've done. It's like an award system, It's an award for being a father. It's an award for your father and mother and loved one and stuff like that, And I definitely want to send a Valentine's card to Brie Larson. I made a video about her before, and the more times now I go onto YouTube, and I come across, right, Geeks and Gamers. He's attacking her, right? This Star Wars girl was attacking her, and just about everybody is basically attacking this lassie. And why? Because she must be off her meds, must be off her medication, because she's coming out with this sexist stuff, like how this film she doesn't want to attract white men to the film. So let me get this straight. So you want a film that's just dedicated for women, and you also want to be, this is the Indiana Jones to, this is the equivalent to being Indiana Jones and being a role model. Are you trying to say that Indiana Jones wasn't a role model for women? Are you trying to say that? Any character, for me, right, from my point of view, any character, may it be man or female, can do what the other can do. So whatever Indiana Jones is doing, any woman can do it as well. And if I watch a woman kick ass on telly, I'm sure hell no that a man can do that, right? It can do that, but that doesn't mean I can't look at that woman and think, wow man, I can look up to her. That doesn't mean when I hear a rock band and it's sung by a woman that I can't look up to that person and think, what a great voice she's got. It doesn't matter what sex you are, what religion you are. If you're good at something, that is being a role model. If you're a decent person, that has been a role model, no matter the gender, no matter the sex. And now she's coming out. I've already mentioned she wants to put money towards sick kids, but not by helping them, but by giving them more chances to see her movie in the pictures. I mean, she's actually doing the DCEU some service. I mean, we should actually, Captain Marvel was originally a DC character. We've got this Shazam coming out just now. We should actually get this. Marvel should sell the character, bring it over to DC, and have her work for DC, because right now, as far as I'm concerned, she's destroying the MCU. She really is. And I know I was a wee bit confused in my last video and stuff like that about trying to do with her, compared to the comparisons between her and Wonder Woman. And for me, it's just that Gal Gadot handled it a wee bit better. I mean, okay, Wonder Woman's like, that whole tribe is wrong, because if you look into the history, they must capture men to make babies and everything else, and they believe in love and honour and stuff, yet they carry swords and shields and are sexist and keep men off their island and stuff like that. So it's not, and so they're kind of contradicting themselves. But the way this Brie Larson's going about is there has been no hero for him, you know, like, so, I don't know if she mentioned Ellen Ripley or something, but you also got Lara Croft, and you got the Resident Evil movies, but to say that they're, you know, to say that she wants to be an inspiration like Indiana, you know, to be the Indiana Jones for the women and stuff. It's just, Indiana Jones was already an inspiration. We've got these cartoons now, right, for Star Wars. I've seen them on YouTube, and they're making the original series and they're turning it into Lois Lane basically slaps Luke, and I'm like, they're still travelling with the female agenda. Every thing connected to Marvel is somehow still pushing for this female agenda, right? Now they're doing it subtly, right? But you can still notice, but it's going to feed to the children. You don't need to change it, right? Children don't normally grow up thinking that we live in a sexist society because a knight rescues a damsel. When you're a young kid, you just think that's how you play it, right? When you're a kid, you think everything is still equal. Oh no, he's a knight and everything. We don't suddenly start thinking, oh, no, we need you to be a damsel in distress. We need you to, because most of the girls out there would kick the boys' backside wanting to be the hero. Okay, kids don't see it that way. Kids don't have that idea of you know, this is a man's. Oh, maybe they kind of see. The more I think about it, maybe they do, right? Maybe they do, but we don't need to. We do not need to force the subject on there. Okay, it's still nice to listen to fairy tale stories of somebody rescuing somebody, of a knight being a man. We do not need history books rewritten and having females done up as men, because we all know we had some great powerful queens in our time that ruled the country a lot better than some of the men did in British history. Okay, so it's just I am just aghast. I honestly want Brie Larson now to carry on doing what she's doing and making these public outcries. And I mean, I liked her in The Room. I liked that movie, and it's only recently I found out her and Captain Marvel's the same actress. And I'm thinking, how did this is? Was she a big star? Is she caught up with all this Oscar movie industry thing? Did she want to be some sort of a suffragette and be like a spokeswoman for equal opportunity when it comes to here? All of a sudden, just because you're a superhero and a female superhero, shouldn't give you that bit where you have to say, this is what these superhero heroes should act like. I read comics, okay, and I read about Black Canary and I read this, and hardly any of them push the female agenda out there. It just galls me. And now we have Margot Robbie, right? She's coming in for, you know, she's being a villain, wearing hot pants, carrying a mallet, okay? And I see so many cosplayers, right? This is a psycho woman. This is a psycho woman. And she's followed by some of the other crooks and villains and everything else and stuff. That's a role model, is it not? To be a villain, to be a woman in the industry, where I mean that's feminist right away there, isn't it? That's Harley Quinn should be like the logo, like should be the representative of feminism, because she wears hot pants and she walks around with a club and her hair, and she dresses the way she wants to do it, and tattoos and everything. She does what she wants to do, say what she wants to say. I mean, that's power right there. You don't need to be a hero. And Brie Larson right now, the way she's acting, she actually belongs in Arkham Asylum, and one of the Gotham villains. When it comes to the feminist, you know, the destroyer of MC. Who's actually interested now in seeing this film? Who's actually interested now in going to see a Star Wars movie because of this? You know, somebody says, "Oh, I'm talking about it. That means I'm giving it airtime and stuff like that." And it's just, so what? I'm talking about this is just my point of view, and see, the more people that click on to stuff that is against feminism. I mean, this is, for me, feminism's been around us for some time, but it's only recently now that it's gone OTT. And I'm reminded of just, I think when it all started really was when Kathleen Kennedy of the Lucasfilm said to George Lucas that she believed in the characters and she's going to do her best to keep those characters the same and expand on their journey. She lied. She had a plan for this feminist crap that we've got just now, right? And I am betting any money she ain't the only one. It's people like her in the industry that's got this big agenda, and it's up to us guys to raise awareness, right? From Supergirl, the TV show that's got an agenda, to everything else, right? Everything else. We do not need to be, and I've said this a million times, we do not need to be trained on how to treat a woman. Most of us know how to treat a woman. We're getting to the stage now where men don't want to open the doors for one. I spoke to my missus, she still likes that stuff, but to be a gentleman, to open the door. I say to pay the bill and stuff like that. There's nothing wrong about being a gentleman, but the way the world is coming just now, we can't be that. We don't know how to act around women, because face it, we've got to be equal. So let her open the door to you. It's just not built in us. Let's not change everything. You know, it's gone crazy. Right, I'm all up for, stay-at-home husbands where the wife makes the big bucks, but that doesn't mean that we can't stop doing, being what we are, men, and wanting to look after the wife and everything. It doesn't make her any less, or that's our way of making her feel important in our lives, but by being chivalrous. And I will say, if the world carries on the way it is just now, then we are going to lose men in general. And men, I mean, the suicide rates for men are going up just now, something tremendous, and men are losing the position in life. And I just watched Timeless, the suffragette episode with the suffragettes. I mean, I can see, votes for women and the rights for that. We believe in that. Most men nowadays, we believe, and we had the women prime minister and everything else, right? We get that, but you still need to let women be women and men be men. We shouldn't start changing our genetics. Treat us fair, treat us right, yes, but let's not forget what our core is, and that is being men. And I mean, most of us now, our pride is one of the things that keep men going, because we want to look after, girls, we want to look after our partners, and females, it's our job to look after them. Now this feminist movement is saying, no, we can look after ourselves. We can do this ourselves. No wonder no wonder men's heads are screwed. You know, no wonder a lot of men now, we can't make fun, we can't joke about, we can't be, when we're in our workplace, we've got to be, you know, act a certain way. We are losing, and women as well, we are losing our identity. And I'm not saying all of it is bad. I'm just saying we do not need to go full throttle in one direction. And so if I'm making movies, am I making videos that highlight how bad Brie Larson is? If I'm making a video that makes you think twice about going to see a Captain Marvel movie, even though I'm highlighting it and I'm showcasing it, and some of you's thinking, well, he's making a video, I think I'll go and check her out and see how bad it is. All I can say is then is you're just feeding the cause of society's own downfall. And coming from a DC fan that actually enjoyed Supergirl, is now stopped collecting and everything else, it's bad. So Brie Larson, thanks very much. And I hope what you're doing will continue to destroy the MCU. This is My Truth, this is DC Vigilante out.